Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today I actually have to go to work in not too long, maybe like 2-3 hours, and I thought I would go ahead and film my makeup look for today because I've gotten a lot of new makeup and I just kind of wanted to do some new tutorials, and I thought I would film one for you today. So I'm going to start with my eyes, and for primer I still am loving the Stay Don't Stray by Benefit, which if you saw my last video I used this then too. So I'm just going to pop that in the center of my eye, and I'm going to go ahead and blend that with my fingers, and then I'm going to take this B by Bubs Beauty, which I honestly don't know who this is. I'm pretty sure she's a YouTube beauty guru. I should probably look her up, but I saw this on BH Cosmetics website and it was really, really inexpensive. So I thought I'd give it a try. It just came in the mail yesterday. I have not used it, but those colors are beautiful. So I am going to take, as usual, I can never find anything, I'm going to take my unique double-sided brush with the sponge and the angled brush, and I'm going to take this Happy shade right here. You can't really see that. And I'm going to pop that on my brow line so I can highlight. And I actually really love BH Cosmetic palettes because they're so inexpensive and they are so nice, soft, pigmented, easy to blend, all that wonderful stuff. And then I am going to take a crease brush, and this brush is also from BH Cosmetics. I got this in a set with a palette. I don't think it was this palette, but I got it with another one. And I am going to kind of take this Optimistic color, which is like a light brown right here. And I'm going to take that, and I'm going to kind of work down and kind of transition into like what's going to be my darker crease color. Like such. And then I'm going to take this Inspired color right here, and I'm going to pop that in like my lower crease so that I can create a nice like transitioned shadow and it doesn't look super harsh. And I'm going to pop that in, and then I'm going to take just a normal eyeshadow brush. I have the unique one here, but I believe I have a BH Cosmetics one as well. And I'm going to take this Thoughtful shade, which is like this really pretty copper. So I think that's going to be really pretty. And I'll take that and put it on my eyelid. Like that. And then I'm going to take the double-sided brush again, and I'm going to take the sponge side of it because you get a really precise application with a sponge. And I'm going to take this Charismatic Gold color, and I'm going to use that in my inner V. This palette is very nice and very pretty. I'm really glad I got it. And I'm going to kind of take that and just make sure that's nice and blended, and that things are not standing out in a harsh way. Everything's just kind of coming together. And then I'm going to take this bold color right here and use that on my outer V. So I'm going to take the other side of the sponge brush and put that there. And I have not tried this look yet. Normally I kind of do a test run before I actually film something, but we're going to see how this looks together because I have not used this palette yet. So then, after that's all done, I'm going to take my eyeshadow brush with no extra product on it, and I'm going to kind of blend just to get everything to be seamless and not look quite so harsh. And I think I could probably do with a transition color. Yeah, definitely need a transition color. So I'm going to maybe take, I'm going to say maybe some of this Inspired color again, which is like this kind of lighter brown than my outer V. And I'm going to take that and just pop that in the center so that it'll be a nice smooth transition between the lighter shade and the darker shade. So like I said, the goal is you want a soft, seamless transition and not harsh lines. Because the goal of eyeshadow is to create, or of eye looks like this, is to create dimension. And you need more than one color to achieve that. But you don't want harsh lines with a rainbow effect. So now that that's done, I'm going to do my face. And I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It Primer. This is a hydrating primer, and I actually rather like it. The primer I was using before, I was actually just using BB cream as primer, which you can do. I was using the Unique BB cream, which is fantastic. And I know Bare Minerals makes a BB cream that also doubles as a primer, so I do want to check that one out. But for right now, I have the Kat Von D primer, and really liking that. I just apply primer with my hands because there's really no color to it, so you don't have to worry so much about blending the color out because there is no color. That's not the point of primer. The primer is just to give your foundation something to stick to. So next, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. Now this foundation is full coverage. If you only want like a moderate to medium buildable coverage, this is not for you. So I am going to take my Unique foundation brush that has the flat but yet rounded tip. And again, I have other foundation brushes. I just really love the Unique ones. And I have a two-step process for applying foundation. First, I'll take the brush and I will put the product all over my face. And this is, again, really strange to do in my camera mirror as opposed to my bathroom mirror. And I'll just kind of take a product, bring it down my nose, and this blends really nicely. I was very pleasantly surprised. Like, I didn't really know what to expect from this, because I don't normally wear, like, super full coverage foundations. I usually wear, like, the medium to buildables. I know the last one I had was the Benefit Hello Flawless, and I still have some of that left, and I really do like that. But I think it's good to have options in your makeup bag because different looks call for different things, you know? And now, if I can find my beauty blender, what I will then do after I do apply with the brush, I'll take the big end of the beauty blender and just kind of blend it out. And you want to do this especially for full coverage foundations because they are very heavy, or they can look very heavy and cakey if they're not blended out properly. Because they're so full coverage, you can get patchy and cakey in areas if they're not properly blended. So a beauty blender really helps just give you that nice, even, airbrushed finish. So there's that. And then I am going to take my concealer. And I also have the Kat Von D Lock-It concealer. Yeah, I know, I've been on a Kat Von D kick lately. But it was just a brand that I, was kind of out of my comfort zone, and I'm trying to kind of get out of that a little bit, so I thought I'd try it. I want to try some of her eyeshadow quads too. Those look really nice. And so I'm going to take this, make a little triangle shape. And when you're shopping for concealer, when you color match yourself, you want to err on the side of being lighter, especially if you intend it to be an under eye concealer. And now I'm going to take my beauty blender, and I take this pointed end. I take the pointed end and go down and up and do the same thing for the other side. But yeah, what I was saying about concealer is you want to make sure you get it a little bit lighter than your skin tone because you want to kind of highlight the under eye and make it look more awake and more, just more bright, radiant, and make it look like you got some sleep last night, even if you didn't. And then for powder, I have another one of these, but I really like this MAC Studio Fix powder. And then I'm just going to kind of set it and dust this all over. And again, I'm using the Unique powder brush to dust that. Okay, got that. Okay. So now that I've got that, I'm going to go in with my bronzer. And I Again, I bought another palette. This is the BH Cosmetics Bronze Paradise palette. And I think I'm going to try this bronzer here, the lighter one of the two. And then I have this fluffy powder brush, but I'm going to use this as a bronzer brush. I think it might work. Because for powder, I'm sorry, I really love my Unique brush. So with bronzer, you take it on your forehead. And then you take it down down the sides of your face. And this isn't quite contouring, this is just bronzer. Because the idea is foundation makes you all one color. Bronzer kind of helps put some of that definition back in. And then take it down on your chin. And down up. Whereas if you want to contour, then you're going to want to make that sculpt like just around your cheekbones. But I'm not going to contour today, sorry. So, that's... And it was really hard for me to see how much I put on. Because the lighting in here is very, very different than it is in my bathroom. Maybe I should start making videos in my bathroom. And then I'm going to take my highlighter, and I have the NARS Albatross highlighter, if I cannot drop it. And there's that. And I'm going to take this like angled brush, and I'm just going to staple that in there, like that. And then I'm going to take my highlighter up, like up on my cheekbones. And like such. And then I'm going to bring it down the bridge of my nose, and I'm going to put some on the Cupid's bow. And I also put some like on my chin right there. But that's just me. You really don't have to do that if you don't want to. And then I got some hair in my mouth. That's gross. And then I'm going to go with my blush. And I have the Sweet blush. So I'm going to take that and just kind of put that in my cheeks like that. And that is my face. I'm going to take an empty brush and just kind of blend everything together. When you get to the cheeks, you really want to blend up and not out. Okay, there's that. And then, now for lips. I have been loving these Sephora cream lip stains lately. So fantastic. And then, take that. And I think this will go really well with my like copper eyes. And these do not move. At work, I'm a server, and I am talking, drinking, all that kind of stuff, and I need makeup remover to get these off when I get home. And then I'm going to take this Buxom lip gloss. This is the color Star, and oh, my lips name was on Burnt Sienna, and it's just the Sephora collection. But those are so fantastic. And then I'm going to put my gloss on my lips, like that. And that is my finished look. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you do recreate this, I do want to see your photos. And yeah, I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye-bye.